Move right into our next guest. This gentleman has been absolutely on fire this summer in the 450 Nationals and did it again this weekend at RedBud, winning the race. Brought to you by Vortex Racing. That's right. He's got Vortex Racing sprockets on the back of his YZ450. VortexRacing.com for more information. Let's bring him in. Factory Yamaha star rider, Dylan Ferrandis. Dylan, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Thank you. Good to be on this show finally for the first time.
No, you've been on a couple years ago. You were on also a couple years ago.
Yeah. I talked on this show a couple years ago.
Yes. But it's been a while. It's been a long time.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't remember.
Yeah, that happens. What about Davey Millsaps, Dylan? Do you remember Davey racing? Did you remember watching him?
Yeah, for sure. I remember his season on the Suzuki, fighting for the title. I was cheering for him. That was amazing to watch from Europe. It was really, really amazing.
There you go.
Well, thank you, sir.
Suzuki days.
Well, I think he's talking about 13.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Not
04, 05.
The Rockstar Suzuki days with that Anaheim with him and Kennard.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
Yeah,
yes.
Wow, so good.
Man, talk about so good, Dylan. Congratulations on the summer that you're having right now. It's 4 races down. There's lots of work to do, but dude, you've been amazing. You've got to be so happy with the way things are going right now.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm the first surprise. I don't know. I mean, I guess I work really hard and it paid off. But yeah, I mean, every race I'm the first surprise to be winning or on the podium. So, but it's good for sure. It's really good. I work for that since I'm a kid. So glad to be here, and I really enjoy my position right now, and it's really amazing.
Was RedBud special? I mean, obviously it's the American holiday, July 4th. You probably heard a couple of boos because that's what happens. But more than anything, I think fans were digging you. I think fans were in it from what I could see of the podium. Was RedBud a special win?
Yeah, for sure. RedBud was a special win for us because it's really that's the track. Like it's the track to race in America. It's so famous and also, like I said to my team during lunchtime last Saturday, like I was remembering when I was a kid, like watching this race, and I was like, I really need to go there one day and race this track.
Yeah.
And that was when I was a kid, and I think for every kid in Europe today, that's what they're dreaming to do. It's racing this track because on TV it looks so great, and it's great also when you race. But yeah, it's so. I mean, that's really one of the best races in the world. So I really enjoy my win over there, and but at the same time, like when you chasing this championship, it's hard to really enjoy.
Yeah.
I mean, like I almost was disappointed to finish second in Moto2 because I was like, that can be three more points for the championship. So
right, yeah.
I think I'm really focused on this championship, and I kind of put all the fun and the happiness on the side. And I mean, it's working right now, but maybe I should enjoy more. I don't know, but for sure it was a good win and a really amazing day.
Yeah, it was. How about you and Eli setting your fast times on the last lap of the second moto? He saw you coming. You were going for the win. That was cool, man. You guys were pushing.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I really wanted to win that moto and gain points for the championship. Yeah, I think, like I said during the podium interview, I think we should check the stats of Eli and see if anybody passed him ever the last lap when he was leading a race. I think it never happened before, so I tried, but I failed.
Yeah, I couldn't. We were talking about that. I can't remember Eli getting past on the last lap of a race ever, right? So, hey, we were talking about the LaRocco's Leap earlier in the show, and it was tough this year, man. I didn't like it. Like, I thought I want to see you guys jump it all the time, and that's what the fans want. Davey agrees with me. The fans are there. What was so tough about it? Was it the landing or the corner before? I mean,
he actually made it decent more times than everyone else.
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody told me, Dylan. I think it was Adam. Adam or Sexton? No, Sexton. After the race, Chase told me, dude, Ferrandis was jumping it from the inside. He goes, and easy every time. Sexton was amazed that you were doing it from the inside, Dylan.
I did, but I did because my teammate AP and also Ken, they did from the inside. But Moto 1, I did every lap on the outside, and it was good. Like the problem is, I don't know why everybody was keeping doing the inside, and so for sure they couldn't jump, and I was going outside every lap, jumping it like was not hard to do it from the outside. And I was really surprised to see the guys in front of me not jumping in. So for sure, Second Moto was different. Mm-hmm. They prep a little more the acceleration after the turn, and like the inside was really good. And I think AP opened up the first one. He jumped from the inside, and Ken also. Even if one time he cased really bad, but then I did also. And AP and we pretty much jump it. I mean, I think half of the motor we jump it from the inside, but I mean, going outside and jump it was also faster than not jumping at all. So I was surprised from the, especially in Moto 1, that all my main rivals was not jumping it.
Yeah. Davey, when you're racing and you come around and you're racing with somebody and they don't jump it and you're committed, what's that like?
I mean, you hope they don't move over.
Okay.
Because unfortunately, when you're going up that big of a face, there's no stopping once you're committed. It'd be way worse to stop or uncommit.
Yeah.
And you'd be done. Right. So for me, most of the time, most everyone, when you go up the face, if they're on the right, if you're on the left or you're on the right of them, like they're gonna stay there.
Everybody stays straight.
Everyone kind of stays straight. Right. So it's kind of one of those things. But that lip's so massive that you have time to move a little bit. But where they're coming out of now, I mean, you're wide open from the bottom.
Yeah.
So at least we had a bigger run.
You're pretty much in fourth, Dylan. Wide open. Third.
I don't know. I never know what year I am.
Okay. All right. Did you have a few sketchy moments when you jumped it and AP didn't, or the guy in front of you didn't jump it?
No. Because, I mean, you know that when you jump it, you always land on the middle, and when you don't jump it, you always scrub to the right, and you take the landing on the right. So it's kind of pretty safe. Like one lap when I passed AP from the inside, but he went outside and jumped it, and me not. And I mean, it was pretty safe. I mean, I trust him, he trusts me, so it was pretty safe.
You've been working with our buddy David Villemin, of course. You're back east now, and we'll talk about that in a second. You've been working with DV. Your fitness is great, Dylan. Like just late in the races, you are able to lay down some great times. You're eating guys up halfway on. Like I don't know how worried you are with some of your starts. If you're like, are you ever worried, Dylan? Like you're like, oh, I got a bad start. Like, oh shit, or are you like, I know I'm going to get these guys by the 25-minute mark?
No, I worry every moto.
Okay.
Even if I'm top 5, I worry. Like,
okay.
450, you never know. Competition is so difficult that you never know.
Right.
Every time I show up to a race, I'm scared to get my ass kicked. So, I mean, I'm scared every time. Like it's not like I'm going to the race. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna win this race. No, I know it's gonna be a war.
Right. Because man, like your starts, Dylan, is about the only thing that's not going your way right now.
Yeah, but they were pretty decent.
They were. Yeah.
The last couple races, especially in RedBud, I felt I was in good position both stops, so it's getting better. Yeah,
that's good. And we got a question for you on 2 from a listener here. Give us a call, 702-586-PULP. You got a question for Dylan Ferrandis, the 450 motocross points leader right now. It's Arno. He's on 2. Arno, what's going on, man?
Hey, Steve. Thanks for taking my call. Love your show.
Thank you.
Davey, big fan as well.
Thank you.
I do have a question for Dylan, but before I have a message. Dylan, merci énormément pour avoir signé ma casquette d'équipe de France et le maillot. C'est vraiment super sympa.
De rien, écoute,
my question is, has been the move to Florida for you, and has that the whole dynamic changed since you guys moved out east to Florida?
So I was looking for this move for a long time ago, pretty much since my first season in motocross, when I learned what it was to wake up at pretty much 6 a.m. on the East Coast when you're on the West Coast time, so like 3 a.m. in the morning. So like my first season in motocross, when I learned that, I was like, okay, I really need to be on the East Coast. It took 5 years, but finally we're here, and I really like it. Like I'm more I'm not someone really feel comfortable in big city. So now we have a house in the middle of the forest and pretty much in the middle of nowhere. So I really enjoy this. And the best thing we had is we train where Ricky Carmichael train all his career. So his home track, the form is amazing. It's what I mean. As a rider, when you arrive over there, you just like a kid at Christmas. It's crazy. It's so beautiful. There is jump and corner everywhere, different track. So pretty much I love my life right now being in Florida. It's really, really good, and I really enjoy it. And like I said, the being on the East Coast time is really a big important point for me for the championship, because like I said, not have to wake up too early in the morning and get used to that is really good. And the humidity for now is fine. I'm fine with that. It's hot, but it's okay. So everybody say mid-July is
just wait.
Is even warm.
Just wait, Davey said. Davey said just wait.
Especially in Cairo where you're riding, just wait.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's what everybody say. Yeah.
Well, Dylan, and Star Guys have been based on the West Coast for the last couple of years, and I remember when AP was winning, I was saying, like, do you know how hard that is? He's riding at Glen Helen and Milestone and like whatever, West Coast, you too, Dylan, and then going to these East Coast races, humidity, like that was it was good because you guys were all riding together, so you were racing and elevating the competition. But man, that was tough. You guys were doing that for a couple of years, Dylan, Star Guys.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult, especially the track. There is not many different track, and you have to go to the track when it's open and when it's prepped. So not easy. Yeah. I mean, AP showed that it works. I did also last year. I trained all the last year on the West Coast, so it works. But I think 450 is a more. I mean, it's a different level. The competition, like I said, is even higher, and I think for us it was a good choice to do that. And I mean, I feel like it was a good choice, and it's paying off. So I'm glad we did it.
Thanks, Arnaud, for the call. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you. Next up for you, Dylan, you're making so much bonus money. Buy the motorhome. Get the motorhome and stay in the track. That's awesome. That's got to be great.
He passes my old place every day he goes ride.
Yeah, Dylan, go over to Millsap's training facility and see
that's the other side.
Oh.
So where I grew up, he'll pass it. He passes it every day.
Oh, okay.
So you know the track on the left that you pass?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my old place.
Yeah, boy, this track also looks great. Huh?
Who has it now, or what is
my
it?
mom.
Oh, okay, so she still has it.
Yeah, she has that, and she has MTF.
I didn't know that.
But yeah, we bought that or had that, and then Ricky's bought his. I think a couple years after.
Okay.
And we're like, man, it'd have been so nice to have that place. It's just the elevation. It has sand.
Ricky's place has elevation?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Not like crazy, but it has some.
Right.
And the dirt's badass.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The outdoor dirt is bad. I used to ride there as an amateur with Ricky.
Okay.
So I'd take my bike, the gasket on the front of my bike, and I'd go over and do motos and then go home.
And go home.
Yep.
That's funny. Is there anything left over from Ricky there, Dylan? Is there is his shed or anything? Is everything gone?
Everything is still over there. We still have the water truck with the big number 4.
Okay.
Many trophy or the team picture of championship and stuff. So a lot of stuff over there. A lot of history. Yeah,
you're right about that. Look, I don't have to do anything, Dylan, but watch the stupid races, and I struggle to get up at 3 a.m. West Coast time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just there watching them. And so I can't imagine, that would suck for you guys to go West Coast to East Coast, long day, get up at 3 a.m. West Coast time and go to the races,
Yeah.
So,
I mean, at least for him, he has both now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We got a question from Paul for you, Dylan. Paul, welcome to the show. What's your question for Dylan Ferrandis?
Hey, guys. Hey, first off, Davey, love having you on. Awesome to hear your voice.
Thank you.
Dylan, so I'm an American patriot through and through. I wear red, white, and blue, everything. But at the same time, I absolutely hate the hate that you get for being a foreigner. So this season, has it gotten any better?
Oh yeah. I mean, even the past season, I never had such big problem. Like if you take off the social media, it's fine. And I don't look social media, so I never had any problem before. It's fine. And even today, at RedBud, it was really fine. Some people did the booing, but I don't know, maybe 10 people, so it's fine. And I feel like they're doing more for fun. And I kind of understand, because I think if I was a fan in France and an American guy come and beat all the riders that I like, I think I will do the same. So I kind of take it on the fun side.
Right.
All right. Well, yeah, no, because just watching the broadcast, you could lip read one fan say go back to France, but you could see before he said it, he kind of looked around to everybody around him and then said it, and then I just wanted to punch him in the face.
Yeah,
because it's just dumb.
Paul, I was there, and I heard way more cheers. I did hear a couple of boos, but honestly, I heard 90% cheers for Dylan when he was up there. I was standing in Natchez Tower, so
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Good news.
Thanks for the call.
Have a great night.
Thank you. Dylan Ferrandis on the show, brought to you by Vortex Racing. Dylan Ferrandis has won championships with Vortex Racing sprockets, as has Chad Reed and James Stewart. Email Kyle at vortexracing.com. They got the V3 bar, 29% stronger than the competition, and they have the sprockets as well. So thanks to Vortex for bringing Dylan Ferrandis on. Appreciate it. Dylan, do you find yourself, is AP and Christian's going to move back there? Are you guys going to do motos together at the Goat Farm, or do you kind of have your own program that you're going to stick to? Or is it going to be a little bit of a competition with those two guys?
I do my own program for sure. So DV do every week the on and off the bike program, and I really follow it 100%. So if we happen to be on the same time on the same track with all the Yamaha rider, I'm fine. For sure, there is always this competition. When you see someone being faster, you want to be you want to go even faster, but I think it can help both of, every rider pretty much, because right now there's also Justin Cooper, Colt Nichols, and also Matt LeBlanc and Romano.
Oh yeah, Romano. Yeah.
Right now. So last week, for example, we already rode together. But I do my program, and they do their program. So no really training together, but.
Right.
If it happened at some time, we did the motor together, and for sure that push everybody a little bit, I think.
Right. So you passed DV in career wins with 15 American wins, and I put that on social media, Dylan, and DV immediately struck back with that your 250 wins don't count. It's only 450 wins.
He'll surpass that too.
Yeah. No, I felt like reposting Villeman's comment and saying, just give him a couple years, DV.
Yeah.
But that was great to see, Dylan. Just getting DV mad is always a fun time.
Is that hard?
You're fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that every time too, so I know the feeling.
That's awesome. Hey, you're coming up on JMB, and then Marvin's the leader for French wins in American. So I don't know if you even notice that kind of stuff, Dylan, or not, but yeah. So
they're all pretty far.
I don't think anyone's gonna beat American wins.
What's that?
I don't think anyone's gonna beat an American win.
Oh, what do you mean?
RC.
Oh, no, I meant for French riders.
No, I was going to say for Americans.
Yeah. Dylan Ferrandis on the show, brought to you by VortexRacing.com. Hey, let's talk about Supercross season a little bit, Dylan. Like, there were some great rides. You made a podium. You in Orlando, when you came in for repairs, you pulled out in front of the leaders and then never got past. There were some great charges from the back, but there were other weekends that were, a little inconsistent. What did you think of your Supercross season?
Like you said, some up and down. Then it was a rookie season.
Mm-hmm.
It was also a rookie season for all the team. All the Star Racing guys, they get back on the 450 program, and they all have to learn. So that's what we did. Every rider, we pretty much all have up and down. We all have one podium. So it was really a learning season, and I think today, if the bike is good today in outdoors, is because of all the testing we did during Supercross. We tried so much stuff on the bike to understand this Yamaha 450 and to understand how to work with it, and I think it's paying off really right now on the motocross. But we spend a lot of time trying to understand the bike, trying different parts, and also for me, like I felt like the last 2 rounds at Salt Lake City, they were really good for me. I did 4 and 4, but I was battling out front. I had the pace, so I feel like we really made the bike better round after round. Sometimes we try the parts on the race day, which is never the good things to do, but we have no choice because it was really hard to practice when we had, for example, the 3 rounds in a row at the same location. We had no way to practice, so we had to try it during race day. So sometimes we were right, sometimes not, and so we paid the price of that with bad results. But like I said, I think we all learned so much, and all the team learned so much, and it's paying off today on the Motocross. We see last race at RedBud, 2 Yamaha on the podium, 3 Yamaha in the top 5.
Yeah,
so I think it's amazing.
Well, listen, Dylan, I'm a Blue Crew rider too. You know, Yamaha gives me a bike every year, so I'm on board. I hate all these people talking crap on our Yamaha, Dylan. You know,
mean, how do you honestly right now in this sport? There's not one person that can say anything bad about a Yamaha. There's not one.
Right. I mean, I told Bam he needs to get a Blue Crew back. He didn't like that. But
I think he looks good on the gas.
He does, but
he looks good on the gas.
I pointed out to Justin that, hey, you might want to see the Yamahas. They look pretty good.
But, I mean, if you think at the end of the day, the start is a massive part, and those bikes are so fast.
Yeah.
And whatever Dylan and AP and Christian have been doing with settings and whatnot, the bike looks really good, chassis-wise as well.
Right.
But 250s, 450s, the Yamaha is not ever in the front. It's always there.
Oh, yeah.
It's not ever not in the front.
Right,
yeah, it's always there.
Right.
So, I think what was the first turn, second moto, there was 4 Yamahas in the 250 class.
Yeah, I'm sure. Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, and then, you got AP getting both whole shots by a ways.
Right.
So, I mean, that's a massive part of the whole game.
Dylan, I was at Paris last year. You were there, I think. I rode the last 450 that Villopoto had tested, and the Yamaha guys allowed me to ride it. And, man, it was so much faster than my production bike, but so rideable. Yeah. Like, so rideable, Dylan. Do you find the same way? Like, it didn't hit. Like, I rode Ferry's factory 450 years ago, the Cowie one, and I've ridden Chad's bike, and I couldn't hang on to those, Dylan. They hit so hard, right? Look, I suck. I'm a vet rider. I'm nowhere on your level. But I'm just saying they hit so hard. I'm like, oh, my God, right? Like, my arms are coming out. I rode this Villopoto bike, and I'm like, this thing is mellow, but yet still so fast, Dylan. I don't know. What do you think?
I'm still asking to my team to have less power on the bike.
Okay,
so still on progress,
Right.
Like I'm trying to have less power. I mean, not less power, but less, like, this acceleration that pull on your arm.
Yeah. Yep.
Sometimes especially on outback track, it's kind of bothering me. But yeah, I mean, I feel great. For me, it's different. When you move to 250 from 450, you love to have this power. So I think with more experience, I will understand more why it's better to have less power. But right now it's really, I mean, I like having more power, but for sure for Supercross, for example, sometimes we took bad decision by having too much power, and at the end of the day, it wasn't the solution.
Right. Davey, did you find the same way? Like, at first you were like, I need more power, I love this power, and then back it down?
06 was my first year on 450.
Yeah.
And I took almost less power just because it was way easier to ride. I can ride it the whole time.
Yep.
And then, it just started creeping up with power and power and power.
Yeah.
But then I have my map was map 1, which was all the power that I loved.
Okay.
And then, because I was never in that great of shape at the point, I'd have map 2 that calmed it down. So I get halfway through, I'd switch it, and then
you would? You'd switch a map in the middle of the race?
Yeah,
oh,
just
wow,
to let
cool.
me, because it made it easier to ride the whole moto.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, I get his point, though. I mean, it's you love to have the power coming from 250s, and for him, he's riding the power fine.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not many tracks I see in the future that he's going to need less power at.
Right. Millville's coming up. Southwick's coming up, right? Yeah. All that. Maybe Unadilla.
Unadilla.
Go ahead.
Portugal, maybe.
Sorry, Dylan, what'd you say?
I said Washugal.
Washugal, yeah.
Track that I think we're gonna need less power.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we got a bunch of phone calls for you, Dylan. Here, first up is Dan. Dan, what's going on? What's your question for Dylan Ferrandis?
Hey, not really a question. I just want to say, Dylan, man, I'm super psyched for your season. We love watching you race. I love your style. We were at Southwick 2 years ago rooting for you, and me and my kids will be there this week rooting for you too. So, best of luck to you, bud. And
thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome, dude. You know, I mean, we'd love to see you race, and hopefully you end up on the podium again this weekend.
Hey, Dan, do you think you think he's better than DV? What do you think, Dan?
Well, I got to be honest with you. I'm a DV fan, even though one time he kind of snubbed me a few years ago.
Oh, really? What a dick.
But I'm just goofing around. He seems like, I think he's better.
Thank you. I agree. Yep,
I think
absolutely.
he's got more potential, and I'm a DV fan.
Yeah, but he's old news. Dylan's a new guy.
Shit.
Dylan's a man, but keep listening to DV too. You know, I hope you're still working with him because he's a smart dude.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome, man. But the other thing I just wanted to say is I just wanted to give a shout-out to Davey Millsaps.
Okay.
Because way back when he was on Honda, I was at Southwick again, walking through the pits after the race, and I'm just kind of a nobody fan. And he was standing around with some other Honda dudes, and I just was like, hey, man, good going out there today. And it was really cool because you could tell he acknowledged what I was saying, and he took the time to chat for a minute, and that means a lot to a fan,
Cool, awesome.
So I appreciate you being a down to earth guy, and I know you're at the races and it's your job to be there, but I appreciate you being so friendly.
Was he doing media interviews? Because he loved to do interviews with me after the race a lot of times. So,
No. You know what? Right. It seemed like he was just sitting around with some other Honda dudes breaking balls and.
If it was Southwick, Dan, if it was Southwick, he was exhausted. He probably couldn't move. So, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Thanks, Dan.
All right, take care.
Thank you. We got a couple GP questions for you, Dylan. Let's get into that. Ken, what's your question for Dylan Ferrandis?
Hey, thanks for letting me come on the show. I'm a huge fan. My first question is, how does Dylan feel his speed is, him and Roxon, if you were to put him next to the GP guys right now? Because they look super fast, and I think they look on pace with the GP guys. I watch both.
Right. What do you think, Dylan, watching the GPs?
It's a good question. I think if you put all the GP rider on the RedBud track, like the condition like it was Saturday, I think we have a chance to match the speed. I think if you put Ken and I on the Italian track last race, I think maybe top 5, top 3. I don't know, but the conditions are so different. The setting are so different too. Like, I don't know, it's hard to say. And I raced Jeffrey Erling's all my 250 career, so I know what is it. I will never say I will beat him. Like, it's impossible. Will I give a try for sure? But do I have any chance? I don't know. It's for me, it's the fastest rider in the world. So hard to say, but I think it all depends of condition. If you let me train for a few months on the hard pack condition or stand track in Europe, I think I can have a chance maybe to fight for a podium. But after 8 months of practicing Supercross and just riding 1 month of Motocross,
right? Yeah,
I think it's hard to battle this guy.
Yeah, not so easy then. Hey, your 250 battles with Hurlings, Dylan, they were epic. They were great. So.
Yeah, great to watch, but not really great for me.
Yeah, really, right? Thanks, Ken. Thanks for the call.
Hey, just one more thing.
Sure.
Has he been asked to ride for Team France yet?
What do you know? Anything about Desnations?
Yeah. I just had a call with the French team manager 1 hour ago.
Oh, wow. There we go. Breaking news.
Congratulations.
You are going to go, right, Dylan?
I don't know. It's a difficult question. Everybody know the situation. It's
complicated. Gotta go.
Yeah. Well.
And also for my team, I think it's also a difficult situation because we are planning to move all the employees and all the parts and everything from California to Florida after the outdoors. So they need some time to do that. So asking the team to go to Italy for a few weeks for one race. I don't know. We need to talk about it all together, and we will see.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, Ken. Thanks, man.
Well, good luck. Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, it's I've been to Mantova. It's a good track for you. I think you do well. But yeah, it's a whole commitment, man. There's no doubt. Team USA is in the same boat. So, all right. Sean's on 3. Sean, what's your question for Dylan Ferrandis?
Hey guys, thanks for having me. So Dylan, it's cool that you came over to the States, leaving the GPs to come compete with us, and you now have 2 indoor championships in Supercross in the lights class and an outdoor championship, and this year obviously is looking pretty good. If you were to pull it in and become the 450 outdoor champion, would you think about going over to Europe and actually racing the GPs and trying to get, I don't want to call it a hat trick, but doing something that's very rare, winning on both coasts, but in both continents?
What about maybe not next year, but like in the future, Dylan? Do you ever see yourself going back?
In the future, yeah.
No, not really. I did a lot of years in GP, and I know what is it. And I always dreamed to move to the US to race here because the sport is more important here, and many things are better. The condition, the track, the championship also is like the way the how can I say, the championship is like one Supercross championship, one Motocross championship. I love this fact, and yeah, I enjoy my life here. I enjoy more racing here in the US more than what I had in GP. So I don't want to come back to race over there because like I said, I really enjoy racing here in the US more than racing the GP.
And Sean, I interviewed Dylan at Bercy or Paris or whatever it was years ago, and I interviewed him at Monster Cup when he came here, and Dylan has always said, I remember him telling me both times, I want to come to America. I want to race in America. There was talk of you riding for Mitch Payton at one point, right, Dylan? Yes. You've always been trying to get here and always wanted to come here for years. So I can vouch for that. So
question on that then. How's the pay when you're a champion or you're top tier in the States? If you were to go back there, would it be a massive pay increase? Or is racing in the States more profitable to just stay here, whether or not you're a championship contender?
I think you have no idea. The pay over here in the US is, I think, 10 times more than in Europe. The races,
wow.
Just by races, by championship, by salary, I think here it's 10 times more.
I think if you're like AC or
Hurlings does good.
Hurlings is crushing it, but other than that, so yeah.
But there is only one Jeffrey Hurlings, and he's, like I say, for me, he's the fastest rider in the world, so he deserves it. But there is only one like this.
Sure. Thanks, Sean.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you. Dylan, if you should have been racing here when Millsaps was, like, these guys were making so much money.
God, you and your money.
Well, no, Davey, you guys were. You were in a great era where the factories were paying out big money.
And what are they doing now?
Not as much. There's no way.
I mean, it's much enough.
Yeah, I mean.
Come on. Okay. You're talking Ricky Carmichael days, okay? Ricky Carmichael was, and James really, but Ricky, let's face it, that's one dude.
No, listen, Davey, when you were factory Honda,
oh God,
okay, and you were winning, a couple Supercrosses a year, and, you were a podium guy a lot, you're making 1.5. Are you not making 1.5?
I don't know.
Yes, you were, because I know what Red Dog was making. So those are good days.
Yeah.
Those are good times. So, Dylan, he doesn't want to talk about his Honda contracts ever. So,
No. No. It's for me, no one needs to know how much everyone makes. All anyone needs to know, because everyone looks at Supercross and Motocross as an AMA and Feld pay out a whole lot when you would get, when I would win Supercross, it was from AMA, it was $12,000.
Right.
So
it's still 12.
That's what they need to know. Like, honestly, that's not a lot of pay.
Right.
So you got $12,000 to win. When I won the 250F class, I think it was $2,500.
Yeah.
A win.
Right.
I don't know what it is now.
Dylan, what were you getting to win a 250 Supercross?
From Feld.
From AMA.
Did it go up to at least 5?
No. Oh, no, it's not.
No, not 5?
Oh, no.
Only the shootout. The shootout is, I think it's 8,000.
Yeah.
No, one win is 250. I think AMA is 4,000. I think.
So they went up.
I don't remember.
So they went up a little bit.
I think mine was 20. I think mine was 2,500.
I believe it's still 12 to win a 450 Supercross.
Yeah. So I mean, that's
right.
Really if you look at it, the big picture, that's not a lot.
No, it's not.
You know, and everyone needs to understand, like, that's where everyone kind of fights with the whole money thing. Is that? Listen,
Dylan. Davey was making really good money as a 450 rider. That's all I'm going to say, because I know what Tim Ferry was making, and you were probably making more. All right, okay. DV, well, you know what DV was making.
I'm surprised because I never look at the AMA bonus. I only look at the factory bonus.
Yeah. Dylan has his AMA money in his couch cushions.
Yeah,
like he doesn't.
I mean,
yeah.
Well, I mean, I gave my mechanic 10% of everything I ever made, so AMA bonus included in that. So I knew everything.
You gave Carlos 10% of your Honda money too?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Dylan! I should have been a mechanic for Millsaps. Jesus.
I mean, you guys, when a mechanic at the end of the day works, I know you're not risking your lives, but our lives are in your hands.
I know, but I never had a rider pay me that much. That's good for you.
But dude, it's like we put in what? How many hours a day do you ride? 2, 3 at max?
Listen, you're preaching to the choir here.
I'm just saying that's kind of how I was raised,
right?
You know, and Scuba the same way, and
right.
You know, I gave him 10% of everything, you know, that I made in 13, but he deserved it. Carlos deserved it tenfold. You know, right. I just couldn't afford to do more than that. So
speaking of your mechanic, how's Alex, Dylan? You get along with him well? You like him? He's a good dude. I know him a little bit.
Yeah, no problem. We had a lot of fun. He's much different than most American people in the industry. I think it's because he's from Minnesota.
Yep.
And it's fun. Like the good thing is because he's different, he understands me more, and he understands my life more. Like coming from a different country and being alone here with my wife, you know.
Right.
It's something different. Like not many people can really understand what we live. So on day one, he tried to understand that, and always try to understand when I talk English not correctly, you know. So,
Yep.
So it's good. Not many people do that, and I'm glad he's good for that.
Awesome.
For the ride, he's a good mechanic too.
Yeah, he is for sure. Paris Supercross, Dylan. Do we know yet? I saw the Lawrences are in, and I talked to Eric a little bit. You want to go, or what's your thoughts on Paris?
If I want, yeah, for sure. I wanna do a lot of race. I want to race Paris. I want to race the nation. But I can? I don't know. It's long season, you know. 17 Supercross, 12 Motocross. At some point, the body needs to rest, and then you know, I had only one podium this year in Supercross, and I was really, really sad about it. I was looking for more, and I really want more, and so I'm gonna need to work a lot this winter to be ready for the Supercross next season, and that's my priority. So so we're gonna need to sit and talk with the team and all the people around me, and take the best decision for me to be the best for the first round of the Supercross 2022.
Go ahead.
Have you ever ridden a Supercross track in the South, like at a practice track in Florida or Georgia?
We used the farm before Daytona, before Orlando, Atlanta. We stayed already here in March for a couple of weeks. So we did ride the Supercross track at the farm and was good.
Yeah, you're not going to get much better than right there.
Right.
So it's pretty good there, man. I'm not going to lie. You're going to have a hell of a time.
Yeah, I did ride your track too. One day the farm was too muddy, and Martin Davalos he invited us to ride the track, and it was really hard pack.
That was really hard pack, yeah.
Yeah, so the one at the Red Barn? right by Ricky's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that place is. I mean, that's red as it gets.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I went to Yogi's place back in the day. That was pretty red as it gets too.
Bainbridge or his Climax place?
The Climax place.
That's the place that I bought.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, you bought that place?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went there in like 99 or 2000, way back when.
Yeah.
So Yogi was factory Honda then.
Yeah.
Dylan, I wouldn't like living. I like I think if I'm a rider, I love the tracks and the dirt and the property. But man, I don't know if I like living out in Tallahassee. Like where Tallahassee's like an hour away, or how far is it? 30 minutes away.
Well, you got to think driving back there. You drive as fast as you want.
Okay.
You know, and there's only like 2 stop signs to get there.
Do you fly out of Tallahassee?
Yeah.
And you can get anywhere out of there?
Well, Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Dallas.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
so,
Miami.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
So
you got a connection no matter what. Almost.
Yeah, always.
Right. Okay.
So.
Well, man, it's out in the middle of nowhere though. Seems like it.
Tallahassee's. I mean, for me, Tallahassee has everything though.
That's where you were born and raised though.
No, I was raised there.
Sorry, born in Florida, right? Tampa area or something.
Orlando,
right?
But yeah, I mean Tallahassee. Right. I had a house there and I lived there. I loved where I was at. You have restaurants all right there. You got Bonefish, which is nice.
Okay.
But I know my wife's probably listening right now too because she knows that I love that place.
You go back there. Yeah.
But I mean, he's living in Tallahassee. Like the commute is not bad.
How far are you, Dylan, from the goat farm?
From the what?
From the goat farm. How far are you?
30 minutes.
Oh, okay. So you're in Tallahassee, basically, Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a big city, I guess. Thanks for coming on, Dylan. I really appreciate it. Fantastic summer so far, man. It's really been a joy to watch you come through the pack and get these guys late and win, and it's been something else, man. So congratulations on all that success, and keep it up. We'll see you at Southwick this weekend. Thanks for coming on.
Good luck, boss.
Yeah, thank you very much, and I will try to keep doing this.
Yeah, keep doing that. We'll check in with you later in the summer. We'll get you back on. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. That's Dylan Ferrandis, brought to you by Vortex Racing, of course.